What is going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Season 3 of Jurassic World Evolution 2. Last we left off, we added some more dinosaurs, and there is a lot more going on over here than there is over here, for whatever reason. So to kind of fill this up a bit, I might throw in some more herbivores over here and maybe some more carnivores here. Maybe for like one hatchery, because there's a lot going on over here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for this episode. We're just going to fill this bit up a bit. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, herbivore number 1. What will it be? Struthiomimus. Okay, so we'll have Struthiomimus. That should be one of the easier ones. Let's filter that to herbivores. So yeah, in today's episode, we're only going to use one hatchery. Just fill up whatever here, because there's a lot more going on the other end. So we'll get Struthiomimus. There we go. Now every Struthiomimus should have a 25% chance. So we got strong and humble, skittish and humble, social, tolerant and fit, skittish, humble and quenched, strong, humble and small appetite, and resilient, long-lived and quenched. Alright, so Struthiomimus will be relatively quick. I just want to fill up this section so we have more dinosaurs in this section. So we got Struthiomimus, which will probably be easy pickings for some of the carnivores that live here. Okay, so that's the first herbivore out of the way. Let's move on to herbivore number 2. Alright, herbivore number 2. What will it be this time? Yes, Oh, Pachycephalosaurus. That threw me off. I thought it was Pachyrhinosaurus for a second there. Nope. Pachycephalosaurus, again, another herbivore that's been in 3 seasons in a row. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There we go. If we can get some small herbivores, these guys can at least fight back. We have social, humble, strong, tolerant, and small appetite, tolerant and humble, social, tolerant, and resilient, strong, social, and long-lived, social, docile, and long-lived, and strong, long-lived, and fit. Alright, so we've got that. Let's go. So Pachycephalosaurus is another one that should be relatively quick. Let's release them. Larger Pachycephalosaurs. Alright, so that's the second herbivore taken care of. Let's move on to herbivore number 3. Alright, what will our third herbivore of the episode be? Diplodocus. Okay. It looks like we're getting another sauropod to kind of replace the Ankylodocus. So we'll get 4 of them like we did last time. So hopefully if we get some strong or resilient ones, they'll be able to at least stand up to the likes of Goliath. Hopefully. And then maybe we'll get a carnivore that can rival Goliath. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so what do we got for Diplodocus? We got small appetite, defensive, strong, and tolerant. Well, that should be good. We've got defensive, strong, and tolerant, and strong, tolerant, and humble. We got a couple of strong Diplodocus. Alright, that sounds good. We've got 4 sauropods, so they should be able to last a little bit longer. What are you? Oh, you're a Pentaceratops killed by Spinoraptor. There's poor Jimbo. Decomposing or decaying. Killed by Goliath. Alright. We've got Diplodocus ready. Let's release it. I figured I'd release, you know, a lot here because on the other side there's a lot more going on. So figured we'd fill this side up a little bit. We'll have to see how long the Diplodocus can survive for. Alright, so that's Diplodocus released. We'll start releasing the second batch. And in the meantime, let's move on to herbivore number 4. Alright, herbivore number 4. What will it be? Chasmosaurus? Okay. Alright, we've got a ceratopsian being added to the fray. So Chasmosaurus should be up here. Let's modify the genome a bit, and we'll have the entire herd here. So the Diplodocus will probably take a little bit. So what do we got? Strong, aggressive and small appetite, strong, aggressive and resilient, defensive, fit, and quenched, and defensive, strong, and humble. Alright. So the other two Diplodocus are being added in, so we'll have to wait for them. I like these guys. Very underappreciated. I hope they make it into a Jurassic movie at some point. Diplodocus. Oh, there's Goliath right there. He's looking at the Diplodocus like, ooh, lunch. Alright. Let's wait for the Diplos and the Pachy's to kind of get out of the way for a little bit before we release the Chasmosaurus. Let's go. Another Ceratopsian. Alright. So we've got 2 more herbivores to go. Let's move on to herbivore number 5. Alright, herbivore number 5. Where will it land? Wuerhosaurus. Okay, making a comeback from the first season. So we'll go ahead and go to the tail end for Wuerhosaurus. And we'll do the same thing we did for the other herbivores. So we'll have this and one more. I still don't get what this biome penalty means. I really don't get that. Alright, there we go. Wuerhosaurus is being put in. So what do we got? Social, defensive and long-lived, defensive, tolerant, and resilient, defensive, strong, and humble, defensive, strong, and tolerant, and social, long-lived, and fit. So we'll put all 6 of them in here. Our next Stegosaur, and I'm surprised it's not Stegosaurus. Let's release Wuerhosaurus. Something that can at least stand up to Goliath, hopefully. So now, will this be the end of Goliath's reign of terror? We'll have to find out. Let's move on to herbivore number 6. And our final herbivore for the episode is something that doesn't really stand much of a chance. Amargasaurus. Okay. We have another sauropod. We'll probably add 4 of them. We'll get 4. Yeah, because they only come out in 2s. That's really not fair. We'll put 4 of them in. Alright, we'll get 4 of them all together. What do we got? Social, humble, and fit. Tolerant, fit, and quenched. Alright, for that batch. And then we've got defensive, tolerant, and humble. Defensive, social, and tolerant. Alright. So we'll throw those in. More sauropods. Let's release the first 2. I don't think the Amargasaurs will really last long, if I'm going to be honest. But we'll have to see what happens. I think these are the smallest out of the sauropods in this game. I think Nigersaurus is even bigger. Alright. Let's release the other 2. The fact that they're no taller than a Struthiomimus. Now let's fill this bit with carnivores. Let's release 4 more carnivores. Alright, our first carnivore for the episode is... No, please don't be Indominus. Okay, good, Herrerasaurus. Alright, so we'll filter that to carnivore and piscivore. So Herrerasaurus is down here. Alright, let's go. Let's see what these guys have. We got skittish and resilient, strong, tolerant, and humble, defensive, long-lived, and fit, defensive, resilient, and fit, and skittish, fit, and small appetite. Let's go. So these guys will probably hunt down the Struthiomimus, I would imagine. Alright, let's get the Herrerasaurs out. Our first carnivore. Amargasaurs are not too much bigger than these guys, I just realized. Alright, so that's our first carnivore out of the way. Let's move on to carnivore number 2. Our second carnivore for the episode is... Ooh, Concavenator. Alright. We got another relatively small carnivore getting added to the fray. Even though they're classed as medium-sized carnivores, they got the small carnivore rig. So let's modify them. We'll get 3 of them. We'll get 3 of them. They come in batches of 2, but we'll get 3. So what do we got for here? Strong and long-lived, strong, tolerant, and humble. And then we'll get aggressive and tolerant, strong and small appetite. Not all of them will be strong. I don't want them to overpower whatever else. So that's what we'll get. These are the ones that we'll get. So Concavenator is being added in. Let's go. I hope we get a carnivore that can rival Goliath. Because Goliath needs competition. Alright, the last Concavenator is being added in. Because the Herrerasaurus and the Concavenators will get absolutely destroyed by... what's his face? Goliath. Absolutely destroyed. Alright, we've got 2 more carnivores to let out, so let's release carnivore number 3. Alright, our 3rd carnivore for the episode is... T-Rex. Okay, alright. So you know what? For T-Rex, we'll release 2 of them. We'll get 2 T-Rexes this time around. So we'll modify the genome. Imagine we get Rexy here. Alright, let's get T-Rex going. Let's go. So we've got Herrerasaurus, Concavenator, and now T-Rex. Finally, something that can compete with the Acro for territory. The Acro is defensive. So he's got a lot of defense behind him. We got Little Edie with no traits. We got 2 Little Edies. You know what? With strong... You know what? Screw it. We'll get both. We got 2 Little Edies. What are the chances of that? One that has no traits at all, and one that's aggressive and strong. You didn't make your way over there. When we finally have an apex predator that could rival you, you piss off over here. Is that it? Is that what you do? Because I'm not seeing you. Where the hell are you? I'll release the T-Rexes in a minute. I just gotta find my damn Acro. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I see you. I see you. Never mind, you're over here. Alright, let's release the T-Rexes. Let's go. Two Little Edies. What are the chances? Both of them are the newest T-Rex skin. So yeah, we got one that's got no traits at all and one that's aggressive and strong. Alright, let's release the final carnivore. And our final carnivore for the episode is... Carnotaurus. Alright. Let's release Carnotaurus. So, for Carnotaurus, let's get 3 of them. We got 2 of them last time. Let's get 3 of them this time. Alright, so what do we got? Quenched and small appetite, defensive, aggressive, and nocturnal. Strong, quenched, and small appetite. Defensive, aggressive, and docile. Strong, long-lived, and quenched. So we'll probably get a strong one. We'll get a defensive one. And we'll get... I don't know. I guess we'll get you. Alright, so those are the 3 Carnotaurs we will release. Alright. So now we should have a lot more going on. Yep, definitely. And Goliath is actually making his way over to Star and that Spinoraptor there. Alright, let's release the Carnotaurs. Three of them. Alright, so we've got every single dinosaur. Let me go ahead and turn everything on. Alright, I've just went ahead and enabled everything. So now we've got a lot more going on over here than we do... Actually, over here now. We'll probably have to do the next episode with dinosaurs on the other end, just so we can have action, you know? Already we've got a fight between 2 Pentaceratopses, probably fighting for dominance, and 2 Wuerhosaurs. Both fighting for alpha status. We got a fight between a Wuerhosaurus and a Carnotaurus. Okay. Let's see what goes on here. Alright, the Wuerhosaurus, this one is tolerant, strong, and defensive, while the Carnotaurus here is Nocturnal, aggressive, and defensive. Alright, I kind of don't want to look at the health. We got 2 Spinoraptors duking it out, it looks like. Okay, they did a little dance, and it looks like the Carnotaurus may have won that because the Wuerhosaurus is on low health. Yep, Carnotaurus won that. Meanwhile, we've got 2 Diplodocus kind of just chilling around. Are you guys good when it comes to food? Yeah, you guys are good. Meanwhile, Goliath is kind of making his way out of the jungle. He's been the apex predator ever since episode 1. Alright, so we'll have to see what happens here. Alright, looks like one of the T-Rexes have made their way... Oh, no, they're coming back. Kind of. Alright, this T-Rex... Actually, that's a really good shot. Ah... I missed that opportunity to take a picture. That would have been a great shot, actually. If the T-Rex were to just maybe roar at the cliff, that would have been excellent. Alright, we got 2 Pachycephalosaurus fighting each other. We got a Wuerhosaurus going up against a Cryolophosaurus, a Pyroraptor hunting down a Mudaburasaurus. I wonder how many Mudaburasaurs we have left. Those are the ones we've had since, I believe, episode 1. Oh, we got Maroon going up against a Herrerasaurus, which died. Not surprising. We got a Troodon hunting down an Edmontosaurus. We got a Concavenator going up against a Spinoraptor. Crone and Limber are going up against each other again. They do not like each other at all. And the Concavenator just died. Meanwhile, we've got a fight between a Herrerasaurus and a Pachycephalosaurus. Oh, you just... Okay, what's your status? Resilient and skittish. This Pachy just died. Well, you were just humble. You only had a humble trait. Meanwhile, one of the Concavenators has made his way over to the other side. Okay. I'm kind of waiting for the T-Rex to fight something so it can earn its name. There's Goliath over here. Kind of just chilling. Doing his own thing. Oh, we got one of the T-Rexes hunting down a Diplodocus. Oh yeah, so now they've got 2 large carnivores to worry about. T-Rex and Acro, basically. We got another fight between a Wuerhosaurus and a Carnotaurus. 38% against 69%. Carnotaurus won that exchange. What's Goliath going after? A Chasmosaurus, okay. I think you're going to absolutely destroy it. Yeah. We got a Wuerhosaurus going up against a Spinoraptor, it looks like. Ooh. Okay, the Wuerhosaurus seems to be doing good. We got a T-Rex going up against a Chasmosaurus. I think that's the same T-Rex that attacked the Diplodocus earlier. We got a fight between a Utahraptor and a Troodon, and the Troodon just died to the Utahraptor. Cryolophosaurus is hunting down a Pachycephalosaurus. Oh, that's a cool animation. That's actually pretty cool, actually. How many Cryos do we have left? Let's take a look. Cryolophosaurus. We've still got 3. We've still got 3 of them left. How many Troodons do we have left while we're here? Goliath is hunting down a Diplodocus, not surprising. We've got 4 Troodons left. How many Pyroraptors? Still got 5. Cryolophosaurus hunting down another Pachycephalosaurus. We got a Carnotaurus going up against a Chasmosaurus. And just absolutely destroyed it. Meanwhile, we've got a Spinoraptor just eating whatever, the Chasmosaurus. All right, let me look at the herbivores for a second. Let me just see how many Mudaburasaurs we have left. We only have 3 Maiasaura left. We've got 3 Mudaburasaurs left. How many Edmontosaurs? We've only got 3 left. We've still got 4 Pentaceratops. How many Chasmosaurs do we have left? We've got only 1. Okay, only 1 remains. And for Pachycephalosaurus, we still got 5. Only 1 Chasmosaurus remains. You're officially the last of your kind. The Chasmosaurus did not last long at all. Meanwhile, we've got a T-Rex going after a Diplodocus. And it looks like Goliath might be going after a Carnotaurus. This, I gotta see. Okay, that might be a fake out, actually. Yep, that's a fake out. I was gonna say that, I gotta see. Did the Carnotaurus... The Carnotaurus just attacked a Diplo. Okay, they can attack Diplos. That's good to know. I think we got the T-Rex going up against a Wuerhosaurus. You're the weaker T-Rex. You're the one with no stats at all. Star and Goliath! Ooh, we'll have to see what happens here. Come on, get a hit off. There you go. Finally, something worthy. Finally, we get to see something happen. Alright, they each exchanged 2 hits. 12% against 82. Goliath is an absolute monster. Meanwhile, we've got a fight between a Wuerhosaurus and a T-Rex. Sunburn and Limber are fighting over there somewhere. We got Crone going up against another Baryonyx. Who's the alpha? I think it's Sunburn. No, it's this Iguanodon. This Iguanodon's the alpha now. That's interesting. You kind of made your way over here. We got a fight between a Spinoraptor and a Carnotaurus. We'll have to see what happens here. Yeah, I think they might call it off there. We got a Pentaceratops going up against a Cryolophosaurus. Ooh. Pentaceratops towers over Cryolophosaurus. We'll have to see what happens here. I think the Cryo actually 43% against 66%. Ooh. One of the T-Rexes just killed an Amargasaurus. Meanwhile, the other T-Rex is fighting a Wuerhosaurus. We got a Concavenator going up against a Chasmosaurus. We've got a Herrerasaurus hunting down a Struthiomimus. I wonder how many of those we have left. Oh. Okay. They'll probably call that off. 82% against 12%. Ooh, okay. Goliath going up against a Herrerasaurus. Yep, that Herrerasaurus just died. Alright. I think they might call off their fight here. Maybe one more hit from the Spinoraptor and then they'll call it off. Well, they'll just call it off right there. 80% against 51%. We got 2 Pachy's fighting each other. I think we still got 5 Pachy's left. Oh, we got a fight between another Wuerhosaurus and a Carnotaurus. The Carnos are kind of just attacking everything. We got a fight between a Concavenator and a Chasmosaurus. Chasmosaurus just died. I think that was the last one, actually. Yeah, Chasmosaurus is officially extinct. Goliath is kind of just chilling, minding his own business. We finally saw the Herrerasaurus fight something. That was cool. I mean, it kind of got its ass kicked, but whatever. We got 2 Pentaceratopses fighting for alpha status. 2 Wuerhosaurus fighting for alpha status. We got a Wuerhosaurus going up against Goliath. Or getting killed by Goliath, even. Didn't even get a single hit in. Goliath, you are an absolute monster. 11 wins. Meanwhile, we've got another fight between Crone and Limber. Or Kron and Limber. Kron's at 49%. Limber's at 61%. They're calling it off. They'll just keep fighting and calling it off, it looks like. Meanwhile, we've got a Cryolophosaurus trying to hunt down a Pachycephalosaurus, it looks like. Ooh. Pachycephalosaurus looks like it could fight back against Cryolophosaurus. You know what? I've got perfect names for you. You can be Matilda. And you can be Terrence. That's a Prehistoric Planet reference. Or sorry, not Prehistoric Planet. Prehistoric Park reference. You know, with Nigel Marvin. So you can be Matilda. I want to see Matilda fight Goliath. And speaking of which, what's Goliath fighting? A Pentaceratops, it looks like. Goliath, you absolute animal. Meanwhile, we've got a fight between Sunburn and Limber. Ooh, Limber doesn't look too hot, actually. Is Limber gonna die here? 6%. Oh, they're calling it off. Alright. Sunburn won that. Alright, there's definitely a lot more going on here. We got a fight between a Baryonyx and a Utahraptor. Oh, Utahraptor can actually stand up to Baryonyx. That's good to know. Alright, he just took 2 hits like a champ. And they both exchanged a couple hits. 56% against 54%. They're actually evenly matched. That's very interesting. We got a Carnotaurus going up against a T-Rex. Or, sorry, Diplo. Meanwhile, we've got Crone going up against another Baryonyx. There is so much going on now that there's more dinosaurs. We got a fight between a Carnotaurus and a Pentaceratops. Oh, the Carnotaurus just killed it. Yep. How many Pentas do we have left? Okay, we've got 1. That one died to Goliath. 2. That one died to the Carnotaurus. Okay, so we've only got 2 left, it looks like. Ooh, Goliath is actually getting kind of hungry. You're actually getting kind of hungry. Are you going to eat something? There's a lot of dead carcasses here. This could be the end of Goliath if we're not careful. Because if he chooses to fight one of the T-Rexes, it could be over. There's Terrence, but where's Matilda? Alright, we've got Goliath going after a Diplodocus. Yep. Matilda just killed that Herrerasaurus. I think we do have Limber going up against a Utahraptor, it looks like. Where's Limber? Oh, Limber just died to a Utahraptor. Rip Limber. Oh, wow. Utahraptors, don't underestimate them. They may not be the largest carnivore in the sanctuary, but... Oh, we got a fight between a Carnotaurus and Goliath. Now, Goliath is losing health because he's hungry. Unless he... No, he's starving. Okay. Oh, and they're calling it off. Alright. I think Goliath got lucky there. Yeah, go look for food. Go eat that, what's it called? Concavenator. That Terrence killed. How many of those do we have left? We still got 1. I think you're the last of your kind. You have made your way over to the other side, it looks like. Yeah, you have. Meanwhile, Terrence is hunting down a Diplodocus. Goliath is eating. That's good. We got a fight between Star and Maroon. Probably fighting for alpha dominance. We got a fight between the last living Concavenator and a Utahraptor. We'll have to see what happens here. Well, they each got a hit in, it looks like. A Carnotaurus attacking a Diplodocus. Yeah, they're calling it off. 40% against 69%. Nice. Unless Goliath decides to fight the T-Rex, which... Oh, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Goliath is at 96% health. That might be a fake out, but I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that was a fake out. Alright. Goliath has eaten, so that's good. Alright. I think that about wraps it up for this episode, I think. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and... Wait, hold on, maybe? Oh, no, you're going up against a Carnotaurus. Alright. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.